They were labeled as degenerate and sent to live on an island in internal exile. In Italy in 1938, about 45 men who were identified as homosexual were rounded up and sent to live on an island called San Domino. In Benito Mussolini's fascist Italy, homosexual men were not seen to fit the bill of masculinity, and they were routinely and systematically oppressed. These 45 men were sent to live on this island and in rather unkind conditions. There was no running water, there's no electricity, and the locals often referred to them as the girls. Many of these men suffered unbearable shame due to the societal pressure. There are only a handful of documents that exist from the survivors of this time. One of the documents that survived was from a man named Orazio, and he begged to be able to join the military so that he could redeem himself in his father's eyes. Now, while the conditions on this island were not ideal, ironically, the fascist government had created one of the first openly gay societies. Another man, Giuseppe, wrote that back when he was living in Naples, it was impossible for him to even leave his house without fear of being arrested. While he was living on this island, however, he was able to be himself. He said that they put on theater, they were able to dress up as women, and no one said a thing. And I think it paints this beautiful picture of resilience, where the fascist government had sought to oppress them, but while they're in this exile, they're able to be themselves. With the outbreak of World War II, the exile was lifted, and many of these men were sent back home, where they had to live under house arrest. Decades later, a group of activists came back to this island to install a plaque. They wanted to signify the struggle of these marginalized sexual identities and the oppression that many of them still face.